Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's an American actor, a businessman, and a former professional wrestler at the WWE. And he's one of the highest grossing, highest paid actors of all time. But The Rock is lying to you, and I'm going to explain why in this video today. But if you're trying to stop drinking alcohol, or you're thinking about stopping drinking alcohol, or you want to change your relationship with alcohol, you absolutely must watch this video because you need to see this lie. You need to understand what I'm going to share with you in this video today because these lies are going nowhere. It's not just The Rock, it's many other people that are lying to you. This will all make sense as we get into the video, but you must watch this video in full because it could change your relationship with alcohol forever. And just before we actually get into the video today, if you want to get access to a free video training that shows you the strangest secret to controlling alcohol without AA, without willpower, without rehab and therapy, then make sure to click the link in the description. There'll be one of my training videos that you can watch there. You'll just put your name and email address in and then the video will start instantly. It's about a 20-minute video that took pretty much a month to make, but if you want to learn how to control your drinking, click the link down below. You will love that. But back to the video. So, I try my best not to go on Facebook, right? I really don't like Facebook, but I definitely go on it here and there, right? I definitely get caught up in the trap where I'll go on it and then I'll be scrolling and then catch myself, and that happens to me. I'm human. But what was interesting is I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a post from The Rock. I don't really follow The Rock. I don't really know much about him. I'm not American. I think I liked him when I was like a 7 or 8 year old boy when I was watching WWE, right? But I don't follow him. I don't know anything about him anymore. And I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this picture of The Rock. And The Rock was walking around some kind of factory or warehouse with some other person. But I read the post, right? And the post started talking about The Rock's tequila brand. And what the post was talking about was his tequila brand. Now, I didn't know The Rock had his own brand of tequila, but that's what this post was about. Now, I read this post and I read a few of the other posts on his page, and I remember seeing something about how he wants this brand to have a positive impact on many people and create a legacy and really just enrich people's lives. And I stopped for a second and I was like, wait, what? It's an alcohol brand. And for a second, I was a bit confused. I was like, is he really saying that he wants this business to have a positive impact on people? What does he mean by that? So I sat and I thought about it for a few minutes. And I thought, well, does he mean that he wants to create like a positive impact for the end consumer? Maybe a few people will enjoy that product and that's it, I guess. But is it really going to add a lot of value to the end consumer? Oh no, absolutely not. What it's going to do is it's going to poison those people. It's potentially going to kill them. In fact, if they drink the whole bottle, they may die. It's going to set a bad example for the children in the household. It's going to damage people's organs. So I was thinking about it well, it can't create any value for the end consumer, right? So they're definitely not going to get any value from taking it because it's ethanol, right? It's a nicely packaged drug in a bottle that people will consume that could one day ruin their life. So I was a bit like, okay, well, it can't be that. So what about the people that have created the company? Maybe like The Rock himself, maybe he's got some co-founders, some directors, people that work in the, brewing the drinks and whatever. I don't know if you brew tequila. I don't understand the process of making tequila. But when I read that, then maybe that's what he meant because those people will benefit, right? They are going to make a boatload of cash, right? It's probably a very profitable thing to be selling. It's probably retails for a lot of money and probably doesn't cost that much to make. So for those individuals, yeah, do you know what? It is going to benefit their lives. It is going to benefit their families. And it's probably going to benefit, the local area where the brewery is in. It's going to create a lot of jobs. I'm not going to deny that. 100% that will happen. Now, let's just take a step back for a second. Let's talk about cartels. I remember watching some documentary talking about some kind of cartel. It may have been like the Mexican cartel. And in the documentary, it would show these people that played music for the cartel. Now, this is quite strange, right? That this is kind of like, what the West would have as rap music. They've got like this happy, chirpy sound that's kind of saying positive things about these individuals. It's quite strange. Now, if you actually go to a town where one of these drug lords comes from, they are actually held as like a hero in that town. Because quite often, the kingpin, the drug lord, the head of the cartel will send a lot of money back home. They'll build things, they'll build buildings. And guess what? In the local people's eyes, this kingpin that's responsible for, all these deaths and all these bad things and all of this murder and, putting these drugs into the market and all of these bad things, to some people, they are seen as like a godsend. because they've added value to the community. But the question is this, at what expense, right? If The Rock was to turn around tomorrow and say, guess what, guys, I'm going to move over to Mexico. I've decided that I'm going to start this cocaine factory. I'm going to start shipping out cocaine. You know, people are going to be able to take this cocaine in front of their kids. You know, it's just going to change so many lives, and I can't wait to build this brand and build this legacy and impact all of these lives in a positive way. Yeah, do you know what? Maybe some people's lives will be positively impacted. But the question is this, at what expense? And if The Rock turned around and said, said that he was going to do this with cocaine, right, there would be riots, there would be uproar. He'd be going to jail for the rest of his life. Yet with alcohol, no problem, man. You do that. That's totally fine. You can sell your product, no problem. Nobody bats an eyelid. It's just like a great thing. Now, the problem here is that The Rock is a very successful individual, very charismatic, very likable, achieved more than probably any of us that watch this channel will ever achieve. So the guy is clearly at the top of his game. And with that comes a lot of responsibility. He's got a lot of people that look up to him, a lot of younger people will look up to him, and he has a tremendous amount of influence on millions of people's lives. Now, am I saying that The Rock is like a super greedy individual that's just trying to profit and sell a drug and monetize the audience? Well, no, I'm not really saying that, right? I believe that people can do what they want, right? They should be able to sell what they want. We should have a free market where people can buy and sell whatever they want. He's free to do that. And for The Rock, he seems to have his brand built around tequila, and he likes to kind of promote this drink. And for him, he's been able to build an amazing life for himself, and it looks like he drinks alcohol. I don't know if he actually drinks the stuff, but it appears that he does. And that's the problem. When somebody of such influence and such power goes and promotes alcohol as a beneficial thing, people buy into the illusion. And maybe this is what's happened as well. Maybe The Rock genuinely thinks, because he's got this amazing life and he drinks alcohol, that everybody else is like him, right? He can go and promote this brand and it's not going to harm people. But the sad thing is that it will harm people. People will die. People will ruin their lives from drinking this drug. People that die from alcohol will die 29 years prematurely. And he wants to make money in this industry, which is up to him. I'm not saying that he should or shouldn't do this, but what's important to me is that you wake up to this, right? You see that The Rock has bought into the illusion that alcohol is beneficial, right? That's just another individual that sees alcohol as a good thing, but it is not a good thing, right? All that is ethanol. If that was cocaine that he was selling, there'd be uproar, but he doesn't sell cocaine. He sells alcohol. And alcohol, well, we know the story, right? We've all been conditioned to see it as a good thing. We've all been conditioned to see it as something that will add value in our lives. But the reality is that it will not add value, right? And this is the problem when super likable people start promoting it. That's when we can start to buy into the illusion again. Because what we can do is we can see this successful individual that's got his life together. He's doing so many great things in life and he drinks alcohol. That's when we can start saying, I want to be like him. I want to be like The Rock. I want to be able to have things going for me and have my life together, but just enjoy a few drinks here and there. And I'm telling you, this is nothing to buy into, right? You don't need to buy into this illusion. You don't need to buy this product off him. You're not going to be anything like him by drinking a drug. The best way for you to be the best version of you is to not put poison in your body, right? The best way is to just be sober, is to go towards that 1% improvement every single day. And I'm really not trying to put The Rock down as an individual or something like that, right? He may have genuinely positive intentions of doing this, and that's fine. He's going to do whatever he wants. He's not going to be bothered what I say on YouTube, right? But what matters to me is that you don't buy into these illusions. When you see these celebrities endorsing alcohol products, just kind of see it for what it is, right? They're trying to make money. They are promoting a product. They are making money, but that's not going to add any value to your life. Anyway, if you want me to make any more videos about any other celebrities that have endorsed alcohol, let me know down in the comment section below. It'd be really cool to see who else does this, because I don't really follow celebrities. I don't really know what's going on in celebrities' lives. Let me know down below in the comment section. Have a great day.